like. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
This fell on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Allen going to go to the air right away. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Into the air right away is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here is incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up past the 45. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a couple. Motion man is Shakir. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge. And that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. And again, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
6-0 our score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On play action, Allen. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3rd down and 1. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Bills' first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. Some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Allen again. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen going to change the look here. Now Allen, off play action, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Geno. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Geno now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll go down at the 28. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing now is Geno. Being chased at, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw, Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, Hardy. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the gun, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Oh, some strong running. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Allen, Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Smith. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Smith's going to throw it. He hits his target, Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Smith to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. They start the drive with Cook. On 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Throwing, Allen. Missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Throwing now, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, bad. No, I never me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I'll post up, I can't fade away.